Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a frame lock folding knife to make. We've got the screws mounted in a 5C collet block. We're going to zip across them with a slitting saw. We're going to make some more of the hardware. We're making progress. Thank you for being here. So I've got these little things cut there. We need to do a little bit of a polish job there on the belt sander. I'm gonna grip these things in the chuck on my cordless. What? I've got a surface grinder? How did that get there? Yeah. So this is pretty cool. We got a surface grinder. Now, we still have a lot of work to do right now on this. I'm gonna release a short video here very, very soon, just running you through the basics of this. Got the thing on eBay, got a pretty good deal on it, so I'm super excited. So make sure you stay tuned for that video. Meanwhile, back into the grinding room, we're gonna finish these bad boys up. There we go. We're missing a screw up here. Back to the lathe. I can't tell you how good it feels to find out that something as good as this system exists, and that's down to you guys, you commenting on my YouTube videos of the last one, because now look how easy this setup is. And then you screw this bad boy on. that's not even the best of it. Have a look at this. You screw it on like this, you can pull the piece in and out, and then look at this, look at this, look at this. Pull that out straight, and it's locked down. Easy, in. It's called a collet block. Boom, pull it up, pull it out. Look at that. Just technology is amazing. So as you can see, we have the two other screws that we have made finished up. Now that's not going to be the final finish. These are going to get like a black oxide finish. The rest of it's going to get etched. We've also got some screws here, which I'm also going to try and blacken. These ones are store-bought. These ones are the handmade. These are stainless. We've got to find a way to blacken them. I think we're going to be able to do it. Worst comes to worst, we heat them up and oxidize them. Otherwise, we're going to try and use that cold ox method to cold oxidize them, give them a black finish. These are not the final screws. I'm making sure to not put them in until the final assembly. Now, obviously, when I try and open up this lock, it is really painful. I'm exaggerating, because it cuts into me. Very sharp in there. The whole knife itself is very sharp. You can see the contour of our little flipper here doesn't match up with the rest of the thing. Overall, it's not a very refined piece. How are we going to fix that? We're going to fix that with some time on the 60 grit, with some different wheels. We're going to go over it and get everything looking fabulous. This spacer here also needs some fiddling to match the rest of it. We're basically going to go over everything with the blade out, make it all look brilliant and feel even better. So it's back into the grinding room once we suit up for a little more of that. Here we go, 800 grit off the machine. Everything is contoured, and dare I say, it feels so awesome. You'll see we've also contoured the insides here, so when your thumb comes to push this open, it's no longer sharp. In fact, it feels really good. I don't have screws in it right now, so it's difficult to show. But on the back here, the inside of the back also has a contour. I made sure, again, great Ecom Knives tip, check him out on YouTube. I made sure to not go past where our spacer comes in. Likewise here on the underside, contoured into here, but not going past where that spacer is. You'll notice we now have a divot here in the spring. That was a function of contouring this profile here. I had to relieve that sharp edge. This is actually a beautiful blessing in disguise. I was concerned the spring might be too strong, and we just reduced the strength of that by kind of probably 20% or so as a rough guess, science. And so we're making fabulous progress. Now all that is left to do is prepare for the finishing processes. That means we have some hand sanding to do. So I'm going to probably start 240 grit or so and just clean everything up, make sure all the facets are clean, and we're going to move on from there. So, every single piece has been degreased. Then, I went in with some nail polish, fantastic blacksmithing equipment. Highly recommend you get some nail polish. And every single bit that is of critical dimension, I nail polished it up to protect it. I did my fingernails. I did not do my fingernails. So that means the edge was nail polish. It means the hole, the bore on the blade was nail polish. It means the locking face on the blade was nail polish. It means the locking face on the scales were nail polished. It means the counterballs and the balls and the scales were nail polished. And I took the 2mm screws that I'm not going to be using, and I went ahead and threaded those in to our spacer to hopefully avoid so much acid getting put into that. So of course we have our solution of ferric chloride, and in we will go with all our pieces. Check to make sure the etch is going to be good. It is. Back in we go. So about 20 minutes or so have passed. I do not want to do a very deep etch. I want to keep this a very light etch. Out of the ferric chloride. That looks beautiful. Into some sodium hydroxide solution. We're going to do this with all of the parts. And on that note, ladies and gents, we're going to call it there for today's episode. So make sure that you subscribe and you tune in for the next episode. We're going to be recapping everything. And of course, we're going to be doing the final polish, the final assembly, and the reveal. It's been a total pleasure having you here, bringing you along this journey. I'm having a total ball. I hope you are too. I'm going to see you tomorrow on the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.